Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here outside Portman Road for Amorim's first game in charge of United. It's going to be an interesting one. I don't think we can overlook this Ipswich team. And what would have been on any other match day, quite a normal Premier League fixture, turns into a game where there's plenty of eyes on us. We're going to be watched. People want to know, is Amorim already a failure? Is he going to be successful? They want to be quick to judge how well this man will do. And for me as a fan, the first thing I'm thinking is, how quickly can we get those players on board, and how quickly can we see that adaptation from the players? Can we get a tune out of them? This game, although it is only one game, is going to be very important in terms of setting the standard for us as the season goes on. So for me, like I said, the main thing I want to see from the players is just that work rate and adaptability. I do feel like we are going to have a lot of periods of time, especially in this game, where we're just ironing out mistakes, especially if we have switched to that three at the back system. But like I said, all good things take time, and we will figure it out over time. But the main thing is, and the same thing Amorim himself has said, is you don't get time as a United manager. You need to get results. So although he hasn't had a lot of time to embed his structure and setup, he still needs to get a result today. For Ipswich, good result going into the international break, getting a win against Tottenham. The international break probably came at the wrong time for them, because they would have loved to build that momentum going into this game. They still can, and we still have to be wary of that risk, because like I said, they do have some strong players. Smodics, Liam Delap up top. They're not going to give us this 3 points easily, and I'm sure the home fans are going to be up for it. So for United, we really have to put a shift in today, and fingers crossed we can get a result. For me, I'm predicting, I feel like there's goals in this one. I feel like there's a lot of goals in this one. Maybe a 4-2 win. That's what I'm feeling right now. Prefer it, it's a bit more convincing, but like I said, first game, there's going to be things that need to be ironed out. You can't you can't overhaul this team in 2 weeks of training. It is going to take time. But yeah, with that being said, it is time for me to make my way into the ground. Fingers crossed that Amorim can just get off to the perfect start. Let's go.
Versus Manchester United in the Premier League. The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 3 minutes at a time. That's 3 minutes at a time. The 3rd of December. Have a very safe journey home.
Ipswich won, United won. My naivety to think we would have scored more than one goal has come back to bite us. And it's unfortunate because, especially with how quickly we started, it did look like it was on the cards for us to get a few goals in this game. Diallo quality work down the right side in that wing back role, getting the ball across, Rashford getting a toe to it. Perfect start, silence the crowd, kill the atmosphere. But Amorim touched on it in his press conference. Like, there seemed to be a sense of a sense of fear, a sense of uncertainty, and players, I feel like in that first half, especially after we scored, we just sat back. We sat back and started soaking up pressure when we could have got at them. That was a perfect time to get at them before they'd gotten into the game. And it's a common thing we always do. And if we look at the European aways this season, we've got the early goal, both games. We've got that early goal, and we've not really, we don't go on to make the most of it, to utilise the fact that we are 1-0 up so early on. But to be honest, I think we have to give a lot of credit to Ipswich. Like I mentioned, Schmodix and Delap before the game, but the one guy I've missed out on, and another talented player, Amari Hutchinson. The moment United sat back, he took the game by the scruff of the neck, wanted to get on the ball, wanted to create chances. He was the key guy for Ipswich in that first half and early on into the second. And despite a little bit of fortune, he did deserve his goal. It was a great finish. Like I said, Ipswich deserved it. They did take control of the game. They dominated possession in that first half, and we were just under pressure. And you could even argue that Ipswich deserved to maybe get a better result, take all 3 points. They had 2-3 big chances, and if it wasn't for Onana, we would be looking at an embarrassing loss. I do believe we had not as many clear-cut chances, but chances we could have taken advantage of more. The 2 or 3 one-on-ones Garnacho had, where he didn't get a shot off, but he was one-on-one with a defender. I feel like as a forward, you should be thinking, take a touch across the defender to buy yourself a little bit more time, force him to have to make a decision, either foul you, get sent off, or take a step back. You have a bit more time, you can compose yourself and get a shot off. Whereas the 2-3 times he went for it, he didn't get the shot off, and then the third time, where he maybe could have taken one more touch, he tries to pass it across to Rashford. So in that sense, we're a bit wasteful. Once the subs came on, Højlund and Xerxes did look good in the sense of connecting together and linking up. But again, I just feel like, especially with Højlund, he got into a great position to shoot and has tried to play a pass. I don't know why we're so hesitant. Maybe just a little bit of confidence, a little bit of a confidence issue, I don't know. But all in all, fair result. And looking at Amorim, I feel like we can see exactly what he's trying to do, in the sense of that setup, that 3 at the back setup, that 3-2 play out of the back system. And it is just going to take a bit of time to learn, especially in the attacking midfield roles where someone like Garnacho played today. Like, it is just going to take a bit of time to learn his exact positioning. And once we get a few more players back, once obviously Ugarte's travelled far for international break, and I'm sure he would have been a big player to be in that midfield if we had him 100% ready. Same with Martinez at the back, Euro when he comes back. I feel like we will reap the benefits of this, and it's very fortunate that we do have a favourable run of games where we can just test it out. Anyway, with that being said, that is going to be all from me. I appreciate you guys watching and sticking around as always. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.